Good evening.
Hi,
and
everyone.
The best of your time, guys.
So today we're mostly talking about cryptocurrencies.
High time.
Yeah, so it's Bitcoin. What else?
Ethereum.
New cryptocurrencies by JP Morgan and
and some
Facebook.
smashing news about them too.
Smashing. Okay, and also a little bit about oil, copper, and what else?
Yep, oil seems a little bit traditional, but copper.
You'll tell it later. Let's go.
Let's go.
And of course, Bitcoin is coming first. Now it's traded around $3,800 per Bitcoin again, just like last week. And we're expecting it to test the level of $3,760. And if it bounces, then the coin rate goes as high as 4,020. But conservatives stick to the lower border of the Bollinger Bands, and it's 3,680. I hate numbers. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. And generally, it's the bull trend. So it's the news is quite good, and also there's a report that says that the number of transactions in blockchain is reaching its maximum, and a huge bulk of it is for Bitcoin. So the news is quite good.
I'm going to speak about just newborn or not yet born cryptocurrencies.
The fetus of cryptocurrency.
Yeah, which are many times ago spoken about JP Morgan cryptocurrency and the Facebook cryptocurrency. The coin, already called Facebook coin, not that inventive as the title of Facebook as it is, okay? So will allow instant transfers within a network. Point is that Ari Paul, who has a very exotic profession, he's a cryptocurrency enthusiast, expressed his opinion.
It's a very vague job, okay.
So,
yes.
So he expressed his opinion that cryptocurrencies were considered just as vague as his profession sounds for the recent years. But now users, the modern people are changing their attitude, which means that the appearance of cryptos from JP Morgan and Facebook, which are huge institutional players in their fields, will change the perception of cryptocurrencies drastically. Mind that cryptocurrency enthusiasts are rather a state of the soul, not the profession. Just keep it always in mind.
Yeah. I have a question for you. So, what would you propose to Facebook, like the names for their coin, like face coin? What you said it's just dull and boring.
Faircoin.
Let's get back to the cryptocurrency that already exists. Now it's about 135 USD. The trend is also generally bullish, and the Bollinger Bands are 146 and 122. So once it tests 132, we'll see where it is going next. And speaking about fundamental analysis, Ethereum is actually doing okay. Like the long-awaited hard fork is finally over, and it did bring it didn't bring any major lags or bugs or anything. And mining Ethereum is much quicker. And it used to be at least 20 seconds per block, and now it's reduced to like 12 and a half seconds without this complexity bomb. And still, the reward is lower. The reward for a block is like 2 coins, but still, people say it's quite okay. They're okay with it.
From the beginning of 2019, the price of Brent futures at London Stock Exchange has grown by 23%. Isn't it what
very pleased to say, like, I told you so, I told you so.
I told you. The same price was expected by shares of oil companies, especially of United States ones. Remember that the United States are now the global leader of daily oil extraction. So it's about Chesapeake Energy, which shares grew almost 50%. Southwestern Energy is 33% up, and Apache 29% up. So incredible digits, incredible numbers, considering that many of global industries are now in stagnation or just depressingly falling. What's positive about that? How does that happen? First of all, the statistics from the United States, which indicates that the number of drilling machines is getting down slowly, but you know how they react on all these statistics, not to mention the working agreement of OPEC, which was announced to be prolonged in June, and you know the guys are all so firm and so steady on the initial decision that you know the market believes that it's high time to purchase oil. Right, so analysts from such giants as Lloyd's Bank, Raymond James Company, and Bank HSBC all gave the forecast that the growth of oil will peak to between 70 and 85 in 2019. Isn't it a food for thoughts and food for wallet?
A Chinese Twitter, a social network called Weibo. According to their reports, they have increased their net profit by 62%, and the number of monthly active users increased by 16 million people, reaching like 462. And meanwhile, in the same period, Twitter lost 5 million daily users, so they're now like 321 million.
So it's totally net loss.
This network, Weibo, is operated by the company CNET, and these reports made its stocks jump by 3% just in one session. However, soon the rate fell by more than 9%, and analysts are not actually really sure why. And but generally, analysts of Barclay Capital say that these stocks have a potential to grow, and they will grow by like 4% to somewhat like $75.
Perfectly. And just another idea from commodities for you, copper, a metal that we barely touched upon in our previous issues. Well, never touched upon in our previous issues. Copper prices rose this Tuesday after top consumer. Can you guess it?
China.
Right. So, unveiled economic stimulus measures which are about to warm its economy up, because you know they have decreased the expectations of the economic growth in this year. 6.6 was in 2018, and so now they're thinking that they will grow only 6-6.5. You know, this is already smashed the global economy. You know that stimulus measures always imply some construction, you know, some buildings and so on and so forth, and that requires metal prices, and that requires metal, and that requires steel, and that requires copper, not to mention. So that's why everybody was waiting for, you know, that ending of that China-US war, because metals were ready to climb up, and so now they're doing this, including copper. So thanks to Mike Pompeo, who said that the United States and China are finally on the cusp of a deal. And so we are expecting a short-term rise in prices of copper, but do not be too enthusiastic, because if the forecast for slowing down of Chinese economy will come true, eventually in a couple of months the prices will go down. No construction, no metal is needed.
Thank you for watching this far, and
so let's wish Catherine to take care of herself during St. Patrick's Day. And Catherine, I'm waiting for green bow tie. Yeah. So see you next Friday. That will be Friday again. So bye.
Bye.
Bye.